Tim Gonzales. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Congrats, Chief.
Yeah, thank you.
I was just commenting before you came on my way into work. I mean, you guys are busy all the time. All the time.
And putting out fires.
They're putting out fires, but you're not just putting out fires.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whoever calls, you're going, right?
Yeah. And we were talking, this year we're trending 10% over what we did last year. And
That's
last year
amazing.
was the largest number of calls for service. So our team is doing an excellent job. Again, we do more than just put out fires. They're all either EMTs or paramedics. So that quick response time and being able to render aid is something that we really take seriously.
You guys are first on the scene more often than not.
Yeah. And again, the training that goes into it, the technology that we have, it really allows us to do some really first-class stuff.
And you have a new piece of equipment, I understand.
Yeah. We were actually, big thanks to Tim Levy from IST. He reached out to us with a couple after-action reports from some larger fires down near Alabama and asked if the fire department had a need for something like this. We most certainly did. Our Captain Green that you can see with wearing the red hat, he's kind of spearheaded the project, was able to acquire the drone that met what we needed and was able to get our people licensed. We also joined with Summit Township, so we have Summit Township firefighters that are also licensed, and the team stood up and we're available. Again, it has a large amount of capabilities that it can do for a large amount of incidents, not just fires. So.
We have a video.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Drones are taking off in the fire service. It's another tool that helps us do our job. They can be used for firefighting aspects. Water rescue is a big thing. The drone can actually pick up victims underwater. Ice rescue, search and rescue for missing people. With a thermal camera, you're able to pick up heat signatures of victims. We only fly the drones in emergency situations, so we're not flying it over houses or anything like that. If there's an emergency, that drone will be flown. The drone was actually donated by Tim Levy from IST, Industrial Steel Treating. He graciously donated money for the drone, our class, and lodging for us. We have 3 licensed pilots. One from Summit, the Hamilton Street fire, the big warehouse there. The incident commanders that day, there was no way they could get around that building and do a 360. I probably would have took them 10 minutes to walk around it. If we would have had the drone, we could have thrown it up probably about 2 minutes. It's got an entire view of it. And the drone also has the capability to find hot spots. Currently, it hasn't been deployed. We're trying to make it known that we do have it and that it is capable so we can get requested for it. But any big fire that happens, it will definitely be used. Any water rescue or ice rescue, it will be used. And any hazmat incident, it will be used.
Well, hopefully you don't have to use it, right?
Yeah. It's like I said, it's been stood up for about 2 months now. We've been called out to a few, but by the time that we got out there, the situation was taken care of. So.
Talk to me, we haven't had a chance to have you on even since those California fires.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about just, watching that from afar. Obviously, those are your brothers out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to me about what they went through. I mean, it's hard to even imagine.
Yeah, it really is, and there's a couple different ways from the big scope of it. Just that being able to have your incident command set up and the pre-plans and knowing the resources that you have at your disposal, how long they're going to take, the capabilities of that are huge. But on the tactical, on the boots on the ground side is making sure that your people are well equipped, they're prepared in every aspect, and also the physical and the mental health as well. Mental health is a huge topic, not only in law enforcement, but fire as well.
Sure.
And so making sure that we equip them, that they can handle the situation, but also the after the effects. So.
You actually have a guy that has background in forest fires.
Yeah,
fighting, right?
yeah. We hired a gentleman about 6 months ago, and he worked for the Air Force, and he also was out west doing wildland firefighting. So he had a lot of good insight onto what they were going through.
When you see stuff like that, I mean, obviously, we like living in Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, does that give you a perspective? Obviously, you can have horrible disasters here.
Yeah.
But probably not something like what they experience out in California.
Yeah, it's a whole other animal. It really is. It's something that I personally have never had any experience with, but I know that there have been in the recent years up in the UP, there have been some large fires. And again, what we were talking about, the incident command system, the way it's set up is we even get notified down here.
Okay.
Can you have people available if this gets out of hand. So it's set up regionally that assets are requested for large scale events like that.
That's great to hear.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it certainly can happen in Michigan. It's just past week, the Carolinas seeing all
Yeah.
kinds
Oh
of-
yeah.
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 Now, the separation of the fire department and police department occurred, and you've been elevated from deputy chief to fire chief. So any big plans? What are you looking at for 2025?
Yeah, well, first of all, the separation, the relationship that we have with police department has never been greater, and I think because both departments being so busy, new policies, new procedures, it was just time for it to happen, and thankfully we're in the position where we're at, and a big shout out to our team. They work, again, I said, our calls for service are up all the time, but the way they come in, the way the professionalism, the care that they have is top notch, and so I'm just thankful that the team that we have here in Jackson is phenomenal, and so I couldn't be more proud of them. 2025, our big kind of pushes, obviously, is that the physical and mental aspects of the firefighter, also being able to look at our response times to provide the best service, and then also building relationships, and that touches on the community risk reduction that we'll plan in 2025. I know that we do the car seat installation program. It's been going phenomenal. We've had over 500 car seats been checked, but also the smoke detector program that we have. And so our fire inspector's been out there. We've identified some heat areas, and we've been going to some meetings and trying to really preach the smoke detector awareness that we have. So a lot of other really cool things coming down the line. So yeah, 2025 is going to be pretty busy again.
Yeah. Well, thanks for all you and your team do. I was passing two of your trucks that were going out on service Monday. You had two going up Jackson full speed. And I just thought to myself, the work you guys do is invaluable as I pull in to go have an espresso and talk on TV for an hour while you guys go to God knows where.
Yeah,
So thank you guys.
Yeah,
for
no,
all you do.
it couldn't happen without the support from the community and their stakeholders that we have. Everybody has just been really good at allowing us to do the things that we can and give us the tools in order to do that.
Maybe you can take Andy up on a ladder truck.
No, that'd be
Bring
great.
them out.
that'd
Bring
be
them out.
great.
All right.
That'd be great.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, thank you guys.
Jackson Fire Chief Tim Gonzales. More of the Morning Show after this.